WCB Podcast, your source for all things Chicago Blackhawks and everything hockey. With your host, Jarom and Tanner. Let's do it. Jarom and Tanner.
All right, it's another edition of the WCB Podcast, a part of the Hockey Podcast Network presented by DraftKings. It's Jarom, it's Tanner. What's up, bud?
Oh, feeling odd. It's 2 winning weeks in a row, buddy. It's not supposed to be like this.
We had Celebrini in our hands, and the Hawks fuck it up. No, but hey, Hawks were third overall last year to get it, and they said so we're good. We're good, and we get to watch some fun hockey. And then as soon as we get used to some fun hockey, we get fucking knocked on our ass again, and we're reminded like, oh yeah, no, this team isn't good yet.
We're just playing poor competition, and we look pretty damn great.
So the Hawks are like on a mission against the state of California. This past week and this upcoming week, the first half was at the United Center. We'll get right into it, I guess. 3 games.
Oh yeah.
Blackhawks, Ducks, UC. This used to be a must-watch game, you know, thinking about the old Cup era rivalry battles in the playoffs.
2015 Western Conference Final, right?
A lot of good hockey. Now both teams kind of in the same position, looking to rebuild, regroup. I think the Hawks are doing it better. The Ducks, I can still kind of feel like are trying to figure out exactly what they're doing.
I mean, Ducks have had injuries too, and I mean, they're going to be in a great place, especially with that move with Jamie Drysdale for Cutter Gauthier.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you look at their defense, too, right? So they have 2 really young kids on the back end, Paul Mintnikov and Olin Zellweger. And it's like and then they also had Jamie Drysdale, like all like 20 years old. And I mean, you might as well just turn somebody into like an offensive like the fact that they got Cutter Gauthier for one of them was probably exactly what they needed. But this team is going to be scary as hell in 4 or 5 years.
And let's hope they rebrand and get rid of these stupid jerseys that they have currently.
Be the Anaheim Geese. They're more feared.
But this one, we started feeling bad. Like, you know, it was going to be a close game. It felt like no scoring halfway through. The Ducks get on the board first, but then instantly Ryan Donato on the power play responds. There was a
also
short goal too, wasn't it?
It was on the same power play. This is Athanasiou's first game back as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and he got the first, or he got a point on the first goal the Hawks scored, which is great, man. Seeing him out there is kind of like crazy. It's crazy to see the difference on like he looks so much faster than everybody. Like it's
because he is, funny. And it just kind of shows like he was out for so long with a groin injury, and I mean, for the type of player he is, it makes sense why they didn't rush him back because I don't think there's any stopping that guy once he gets going. Taylor Radish with the other assist on that one too. Your boy.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's what he's missing. He just really needed Andreas back.
And to see you back, yeah. So that was it for the first period. Second period, Ducks get on the board pretty quick. And then after that, it was the Chicago Blackhawk show. Bill Kurashev gets his 12th of the year, assisted by Bedard and Kurashev. Fucking love that line.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. It's just
power.
It's great.
It's so great. And it's a little frustrating that they broke it up. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but still, I wish they would just stick with it, you know, let Bedsy have some consistency instead of, you know, rotating that other wing.
Yeah, I mean, the consistency has just been like Kurashev, but that's okay. It's good to see Kurashev also get a little consistency, too, with having Bedard, because he's always bounced around between, like, all the lines.
Kurashev he's an interesting player because personally, I've always liked him I liked him. I was really hoping that he would step up, and he's finally doing that this year. But you have to wonder is he truly stepping up, or is it like the the McDavid effect, the Crosby effect?
Is he the Patrick Hornfist to Crosby's or
right?
Bedard's Crosby? Yeah.
I mean, how many guys has Sidney Crosby turned into like top line players and made millions and millions of dollars because they played with him?
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
But that's his 12th goal of the season, right there. Seth Jones then gives the Hawks the lead on the power play, assist from Foligno, Connor Bedard. And then a little bit later, just before the end of the period, Connor Bedard, 20th of the season. Kurashev and Foligno on the assist on that. And 4-2 Hawks, just like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby.
The boys were buzzing at that point. And then did not let the foot off the gas. Third period, Entwistle, our favorite guy. Everybody on the pod knows how we feel about Entwistle. He gets his 4th of the season. Anthony, another assist. So that's 2 assists game back.
Yeah, it's crazy. Other than his speed, is just his need to drive the net. Like a lot of guys will take it into the corner or like get it deep. He's just like head down, go to the net like all the time, and it's awesome.
He's a real life Luis Mendoza.
Exactly. Can't slow him down.
He ain't slowing down. How many times did he ram a goalie last year, either for just fucking head down into the goal or it was insane.
Sometimes there's some dirty dangles along the way, but you're not really sure if he means the dangle or if he's just like in the act of losing the puck.
Accidental.
Yeah.
Literally a couple seconds after that Entwistle goal, Blackhawks go back on the power play. Kurashev gets his 2nd in the night, his 13th of the season. Bedard and Foligno again on the power play with them. And then all hell breaks out.
That's for Kurashev's first multi-goal game with that goal.
Of his career or of the season?
Yeah, of his career.
No shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
good for Kurashev. Let's go.
Yeah, it was a point that like was pretty huge for a lot of people because his first multi-goal game with that goal, Bedard it was his 4th point of the night and ends up being like one of 3 18-year-olds to like ever get 4 points multiple times in a season or some shit. And then it's just like,
and it was his 50th point of the season.
Yes.
That assist gave him 30 assists, 20 goals, 30 assists at that point. But he wasn't done.
He was not done.
Before all that happens, all hell breaks out loose. We had a nice little line brawl, or attempted line brawl, and Mrazek even gets in on it, and then Gibson gets in on it.
Getting dummied by Gudis.
Of course.
Yeah.
So Mrazek steps up, Gibson comes down, goes to fight Mrazek, and the rest get into it and don't let it happen. Can we let a fucking goalie fight happen? God damn it.
No. No thanks. We don't need Mrazek getting the fucking Rick DiPietro treatment where he's often injured with groin injuries and then he's fine for a while and then just tears his groin by falling in a fight. We don't need that.
He'd be fine.
Yeah. No.
But after the dust settled, the Hawks are back on the power play. Tyler Johnson picks up his 15th of the year, assist from Bedard and Kurashev. So Bedard
because Gibson gets kicked out of the game as well for crossing over the red line.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for him.
And so Dostal's in and immediately on that power play, just Bedard. It's just a tic-tac-toe, and Tyler Johnson's wide open.
Easy goal. Bedard's 5th point of the game. He will have a career high 5 points this game, 1 goal, 4 assists. The boy's buzzing, man. He is just fucking feeling it. That would be 8 points in 2 games for the rookie of the year. Kurashev also has 40th point now for him too on that one.
Yeah. Yep.
So, hey,
his best season so far too of his career.
These are the type of games where it's like, you know what? Yeah, it's at this point, they're eliminated from the playoffs. Nothing's really going to come from it. So you might as well, just tank hard, to get the best draft lottery odds. But it's like, you know what? they're guaranteed to be drafting top 5. I mean, they're not going to finish better than they're not going to finish better than third, 30th in the league. So they'll be drafting top 5. They're going to get a good pick. Have a couple moral victories like this.
Yeah.
Then the season.
Yeah, finish the season strong with like young core.
Give some confidence for the young guys, and you know what? It'll be fine.
Yeah, they're 14 points back of Columbus, who's in 29th right now.
Yeah,
so
you're not.
They're gonna be within the top 3.
The only team that potentially they can pass is the Ducks, because we all know how the Ducks finished their season last year on like a 12.
Yeah, they went on a huge streak. Yeah,
it was really bad.
Man, that's pretty funny.
And they're officially eliminated from the playoff too, so they got nothing to play for either. Not like they were gonna make the playoffs, but hey, got to point it out when it happens.
Yeah,
but
Austin, two out of the 3 other California teams are eliminated.
So Hawks win that one 7-2. They get a couple nights off Friday night at the United Center.
Real quick though, too.
Yeah.
With that 7-goal game, right after the other 7-goal game, that was the first time they put this up on like a graphic during the game. It's the first time since like 1992 that the Hawks have scored 2 7+ goal games in a row, which is another one of those stats where you're just like, how is this team like doing that? Because wasn't it something like back-to-back 5-goal games? Well, no, what was it?
They lost?
No. It was something else recently where you're just like, how did this team pull that off?
Oh, it was last night against San Jose.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It might have been because the 2 games against Arizona. Something weird. No. Oh, it was the 4 power play goal. That was what it was. The 4 power play goals. And that wasn't done since 2018. And then you're like, how is this team the one that's doing it? And then this past one of the 7 back-to-back 7-goal games is 1992 was the last time it was done by the Hawks. And you're like, with the teams that we've had, the teams that have been put together since then, this is the team that does it. Like, incredible. It's so funny. Hockey's fun.
That just proves Connor Bedard better than Patrick Kane. Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Patrick Kane, Tony Amani, Eric Daze, Marty Havlat,
Hossa,
Taves,
Palmerson, a lot of players better than
Panarin.
Oh, yeah. So, Hawks win 2 in a row just for the second time this season, which I'm sure a lot of people are surprised on that stat that they haven't won 2 in a row more often. So then they welcome the Kings to the
looking for 3 in a row.
Looking for 3 in a row. And I didn't get to watch this one. I'm glad I didn't after seeing the highlights and see the Kings were in that stupid ass chrome helmet.
Yeah, it was. I watched the first period and I was like, oh no, this is not going to be a good one because the Kings scored 4 goals in the first period and a lot of them looked very effortless. And I was like, oh no, like the Kings are like pushing playoffs, right? And like trying to get higher up in the standings. And you can tell that they're doing it because holy shit, some of those goals that the Hawks let in, I was like, oh, that's right. Yep. We're not close to this team.
From what I was reading about the recap of this one, people were saying that they were lucky that it wasn't 7-0 after the first.
Yeah, basically, it was pretty bad in the first period. It's interesting though too. Mrazek comes in relief of Soderblom and basically shuts the door.
Yeah,
he had
more goal.
He played 45 minutes and he didn't let another goal in until like the third period.
He's so good, man.
He has been so good.
I hope he really can keep it going for the next couple seasons, and this is more of the norm than injured Mrazek, because we get a couple good guys, extra pieces on this team, and he plays this way.
Yeah,
not saying we're a contender or anything like that, but the team could be a problem They can
If you
play
get a
spoiler for a lot of
goalie
teams.
if you get a goalie that can steal games, like the way that Mrazek's been playing like a majority of this season, you get a team in front of him that can score more than 2 goals in a game. Hey, you're winning a lot more games than you think.
Hell yeah. So, you got anything else for this one? Because I mean, this was just pretty plain cut 5-0.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny that this is the first time that we're facing off against LA, considering we've already finished some season series against other teams.
Yeah, and then we're playing twice in 2 weeks, and then we wrap the season up against them. Yeah,
the one other thing about this game that kind of was disappointing is the fact that Pierre-Luc Dubois scored the first goal of the game. I was like, oh, it's like you're having such a shit year, and like everybody's like, I can't believe they did a sign and trade. Like this guy's like not worth it, and I'm like, of course he's gonna fucking score against us.
The other big thing about this game, Landon Slaggert, NHL debut.
Yes. The old debut, baby.
And from the report, again, like I said, I didn't watch it, but I was reading about it a little bit. Despite the small sample size, it's like he looks good out there. He looks like he could potentially be a nice depth piece for this team going forward.
Yeah, he's moving. I think he shows a little timidness a little bit. I think it's because he probably just doesn't want to fuck up. But you can see that he's going balls to the wall. So another guy that's going to be hopefully producing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than like some of those guys.
Sucks for him, his family, friends. He had and people from Notre Dame. He had about 40 people in the stands and to witness the 5-0.
Yeah, that's all right. That's still pretty neat.
So then that leaves us with Sunday's game. The San Jose Sharks versus Chicago Blackhawk. St. Patrick's Day. Both teams battling for the Celebrini in the pot at the end of the rainbow.
Celebrate for Celebrini.
Yeah. And it looked like the Hawks were going to, right the ship, continue to lose. San Jose goes
right the ship. Oh, no.
Go down 2-0. They cut it, make it 2-1 in the second with Kurashev.
Yeah, Reichel was brought up for this game too.
That's right. Yeah. Fuck.
So it's Lucas Reichel's first game back in a month, and I think he looked good. I think he looked real good.
Were you surprised that he got called back up already?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what the plan was when it's him going down and like how long it was for, but I guess he had like 7 points in 9 games in Rockford and was like looking pretty good. So on the broadcast they were talking about they wanted him to go get more confidence with like his 2-way game, like bring that back a little bit. And so I guess like they saw what they needed to see and brought him back up.
He was talking to the media after Saturday's skate. And he was just saying, like, when he got sent down, and like, he's like, yeah, it just really pissed me off. But then I woke up the next day and like, I realized that I need to turn this around and was taking this as an opportunity to just, reset and get back to basics. And you know what? That's the kind of stuff you want to hear. It's like, it's really good to see the maturity with him with that, where this could have been a really bad situation. He could have gone one of two ways. He could have just, completely defeated and just given up and just not try anymore, or you fight back and you battle to get back up to the NHL, and glad he picked that option.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think he looked pretty good this game. He ended up with an assist too, which is nice to show that like you work hard to get back on the board. He had some opportunities where I was like, okay, like he looks more confident, like trying to take it to the net.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I just hope with him too is that he doesn't try to do too much to try to prove a point.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, it's like, just let the game happen. Don't try to overdo it. Don't try to step, too far out of your shell. It's like, that's the one thing that could be fucking deadly for him. But yeah, Kurashev cuts the lead at 2-1 in the second period. His 14th of the year. Tyler Johnson, Connor Bedard with the assist on those. And then the third period happened, and honestly, I stopped watching. I was out at a family dinner for the third period, and when I left, it was 2-1. And then next thing I know is get a text from Nolly. What the fuck is going on? Or what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And I look, and it's 4-2 or 3-2.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's 4-2.
Yeah, 5-2 is the end of the score.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? What did I miss?
So the Hawks, you know how like they've had like zero luck all year for the most part? It all came flooding in that minute and a half. So it was I don't know, like Ryan Donato just worked hard, put the puck in the back of the net. Reichel moved the puck around, gets it to Korchinski, fires it on net, finds the back of the net, and then Joey Anderson just like throws it at the net from between his legs. But like he's trying to put it in front, goes off of somebody and under the goalie. And I'm just like, oh, okay. What's happening?
There you go.
It's like, what's going on? Oh, so good.
Yeah, so that was what, 3 goals in a minute 23. Like,
yes.
Holy shit. And that was all the Hawks needed. And then of course Connor Bedard, it's his 21st of the year, empty net. Kurashev like making sure to give Bedard the puck there at the end.
I was like, I was like, what is he doing? Put it in, just put it in. And then it goes in with 0.4 seconds left or something.
Like 0.3, yeah. So
yeah.
But then you know what was funny? It was like I wish they had the mic'd up for that one, because Foligno's on the ice like with the 0.3 seconds left for the face-off, and you just see him and Bedard going back and forth. Like Bedard, he's saying something to Bedard, and Bedard's just like shaking his head, like smirking and stuff. So like I would love to hear what Foligno was chirping him on.
Probably just like, if I win this face-off, I'll finish the night with a better face-off percentage than you, or something like stupid. It's like, what? Like, how funny. I was thinking that too. I was like, I wonder, it would be great if like somebody like really attempted to take the face-off and just to pad the stat a little bit.
I don't even think they dropped the puck.
They did, yeah, just to run the clock out.
And
then, because the only reason I wasn't really paying attention, I was like, yeah, this game's over. And then my wife was just like, why did they do that? I was like, I think just want to run the clock out. I was like, I don't know why they didn't just like call it and be like, just run it.
Yeah. Maybe that's got to be more official that way. But yeah, so Hawks 2-1. I mean, that's another winning week of Blackhawks hockey. I mean, March has just been good to the team.
Yeah.
3 stars.
3 stars of the week.
Yeah.
What's that? Okay. Let's see. What do you think? What do you think for 3rd star?
Let's see. 3rd star. I'm going to go Kurashev.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Average 2 points per game this past week. I mean, what more do you want from your top line winger?
Yeah, right. I think you're looking pretty good. Good chemistry going around, especially since they started the week with Foligno and they finished the week with Tyler Johnson.
Yeah,
they're able to put up points no matter what. I didn't even realize Foligno had a 4-point week too. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Mrazek. Yep.
Yeah. Why not, man? He played all 3 games. He played at least a majority of all 3 games. He had a .937 save percentage and a .181 goals against average. He also had 14 penalty minutes. I was like, I just realized that. That's so funny. Yeah, Mrazek's, you don't fuck with him.
And then, no surprise, 1st star, Connor Bedard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, kid was fucking 2nd star of the week in the whole NHL, so probably
gotta give it to him.
makes sense.
2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. I mean, he's on the verge of being point per game player for the season.
He's at .98 points per game right now.
I hope he doesn't have the whole Sidney Crosby mindset where he's got to keep 98 involved as much as possible.
Hey, if it's the contract, then that's great.
Oh yeah, that you can do that.
About?
Yeah, but yeah, so 53 points in 54 games for him this year, and I believe he's in the running for the green jacket with the -37.
Yeah, why not? Of course he is. Well, that's the funny thing too. Is like I'm curious because he's always out there for like the empty netters too. I want to know how many empty netters he's been out there for.
See, there's like so many like stupid stats I would love to know.
Are you looking up what the plus minus is currently?
Yeah.
It's just loading. There you go. Gustav Forsling, Jesus. All right, William Eklund, minus 42.
Kurashev, 39.
This game against the Hawks didn't help him out. -2 in the Hawks game. So it's probably just Bedard separated himself. Kurashev and Bedard separated themselves from William Eklund.
We know hockey games move fast, but with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, you can score faster than anything happening on the ice. This week, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app with code THPN. New customers bet just $5 on the NHL and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code THPN. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-878-97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours of issuance. See dkng.com/hockey for eligible and deposit restrictions, terms, of responsible gambling resources. NHL and NHL Shield are registered trademarks of the National Hockey League. Copyright NHL 2024. All rights reserved. So we got an update on Connor Murphy. He is still week to week with a groin injury, which is an improvement on the day-to-day since January 16th. So,
I wouldn't exactly call it an improvement.
I mean, an improvement.
Day-to-day is an improvement on week to week. I feel like it's regressing.
In an improvement on not knowing what the hell is going on. At least we know we know what's going on. They're not sure if he's going to play the rest of the season, which at this point, there's no reason to rush it.
Yeah.
So, very much you're just gonna have to, continue to deal with like Zaitsev, Tenori, Magna, and then probably work in some of the younger guys like Wyatt Kaiser, who was called up today.
That's right.
From Rockford, who a lot of people are saying like he has found his game again back in Rockford. Kind of find the confidence he had that helped him make the team to start the season. So I'm excited to see him get a shot back with this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't think he looked too bad when he was playing with the Hawks. I think everything was fine. He was a +1. He had 4 points in 23 games. He's, a young guy. He's only 21. I really just believe that maybe they were just looking to get him more ice time.
Yeah. He was kind of like the odd man out. Yeah, he was like the odd man out when it came down to it. And
because when you're looking at what the guys are doing, like Vlasic has been a showstopper, like unbelievable on the back end. Korchinski's finding more of his game, but he's more of an offensive threat that they're looking to produce. Like, also you can't put Korchinski down because then he goes.
I was gonna say. Yeah, he's stuck there. He's stuck in the NHL unless you want to send him back to his juniors. And Kaiser's able to go down and get some minutes in Rockford, so you might as well take advantage of that.
And that's exactly what Vlasic did last year. Just go get minutes in Rockford, and then look how well that turned out.
He's turned into our number one defenseman, and I will stand by that statement.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he's our top defenseman right now. I think he has been what's carrying that him and Seth Jones line. Like Seth Jones, I feel stepping up as that offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
Like, Vlasic is doing a good job. Playing with a player like Seth Jones, who likes to jump up, who likes to play low and all that, which we know he loves to go near the net in the offensive zone. Like that's a lot to put on a young defenseman, to cover back and be like a shut down defenseman back there. And he's done a great fucking job doing it. And it's been a lot of fun watching him play. And I'm really excited to see that he came out of the season as looking as one of the top defensemen. Like everybody's eyes were on Korchinski and all this, and it's like, well, last it's like, oh, don't forget about me. Here I am. Let's go.
Yeah. He's a huge boy. He's a big boy.
Can't really forget about him. Other than that, looking ahead at the week ahead, the Hawks are in LA tonight. Then on the 21st, which is Thursday, they got the Ducks again, and then on Saturday, they have the Sharks again.
We're just replaying what we just did.
It would have been cool if it was like in exact like reverse order or like the exact same order, but that's okay. That's all right, NHL schedulers. You don't have to do your job good at all. That's fine.
Are they making a trip out of it? Do we know? Is it a California trip for like any of the parents?
They've already had the parents' trips for both of them.
I mean, because they're going to be there for basically the whole week or almost the whole week.
You gotta assume they're out there already, yeah.
So I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
it's always so neat to like have those kind of trips, though. Like obviously, it's just all the boys just spending time in California.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything more for Hot Stock?
Nope.
All right, let's move on to NHL talk here. NHL GM meetings are taking place right now this week. A couple things that they're going to be talking about is the video review process, expanding coaches challenge, taking a look at 3-on-3, and I believe they're going to talk about LTIR, but there's really nothing they can do about that until the CBA is up in 2026.
Wow.
So there's really not much that's going to get changed. I think this is just going to be more of a, yep, everything's good. So I wanted to know what do you wish that they would like talk about to make a change that could go into effect next year?
Overtime.
For what? Like, what would you
like the regroup in 3-on-3?
Yeah, the reverse.
That's that's the main thing is just the killing of the clock, like just trying to keep possession. Like half court violation, baby. Like you fucking like are now down 4-on-3. Yeah,
like a reverse shot clock.
Yeah. Well, not like a shot clock. Like it's fine. Like if you can maintain pressure, that's great. But if you
no, I mean like a reverse shot or like reverse. You have to get over center ice by 10 seconds or something, or like, and then once you go over, you can't come back.
If you decide to regroup, you have to take a slap shot at your own goalie.
Or just give Seth Jones the slap shot, miss the net, and have it ring all the way back around.
Yeah. That's what it's going to end up being, like you can't regroup, but you miss a shot wide and high, and it just rings around and gets all the way back to your tendy, and go ahead and change.
They'll find the loophole. I think I would like them to see changing the point system. We talked about this all the time. Go to a 3-2-1.
Yeah. Oh my God. Right now, Boston's in first place and they're like 9th in wins.
Yeah. So give a little bit more value on regulation win. And you shouldn't get a win or you shouldn't get a point for OT loss.
No, there's 3-2-1 system.
3-2-1. So 3-2-1-0. So 3 regulation, 2 overtime, 1 overtime loss, shootout loss, and then 0 for regulation loss.
Yeah. I thought like when I said 3-2-1 system that it was pretty clear that I didn't want anybody to get a point for losing, just straight up.
I'm just
that'd be so funny. All right, you lost, but you know what? You tried hard, and here's a point anyway.
Here's the mystery point. Yeah. Like open this envelope, and then I'll tell you how many points you get for tonight.
The Islanders and the Bruins both have 15 overtime losses. Just 15 loser points.
Well, what about Toronto? Haven't most of their points or wins come in overtime too?
But if they're wins, right, you're winning. That's fine. Like you're still
but I'm saying though, but if you
they have 9,
but how much would the difference of their points be
if they're winning in regulation versus winning in overtime? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's That's a game changer. Like, it doesn't seem like 1 point would make that big of a difference, but it adds up quick.
Yeah, if you're winning games majority in OT, then
I really want them just to take the PWHL and take a lot of their rules, like the 3-2-1-0. Then you have the power play. If you score a shorthanded goal on the power play ends.
let's see. The Jets currently have the most regulation wins at 38. So they have 5 overtime wins. I'm curious how that points out. I don't feel like doing the math though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that they would probably be in a much better position than all right, so Boston has 31 regulation wins. So there's 7 less wins. That's if we're doing just the 3-2-1 kind of thing, that's 21 less points. And then they have 6 points in overtime, so that's 12 versus Winnipeg's 38. Okay, times 3, it's 100 plus. Jesus, I don't know. 100.
It would be a big difference.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah, 108. 118. 118 plus 10, so 128.
I'm just agreeing with whatever you say. I'm so bad.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just trying to do quick math. And then they have 5 overtime losses, so those would be 5 points. So they'd be at 133 currently. Is that right? That sounds so high.
But I mean, it would be higher because of 3 points versus 2.
Yeah. And if you're winning a majority of your games in regulation, then
38
that makes sense.
So 38 times 3 would be 114.
114? Damn. Okay.
Yeah. And then you said what? 5 overtime they had, or no?
5 overtime wins. So yeah, that's just 10. So 124, and then you have 5 overtime losses. So 129. Yeah.
God damn, that would be nuts to see.
versus their current 91 points.
The Boston record from last year would become the new norm for President's Trophy if you went to 3 points system.
Yeah, maybe. I think you just are cementing that as the record, right? Because this is with 13 games left in this season, 15 games for Winnipeg still.
Yeah, and they would have 129. Yeah. That would be nuts. It'd be insane. The other thing I would love, we talked about this in our group chat a while ago when the women's league brought it up. I want them to change how they decide the first overall pick. And
I don't know. I like the mystery of the lottery.
But I don't hate
the suspense, the drama.
I don't hate the idea of having to earn it with, once you're eliminated from the playoffs, the more points you get, the more likely you are. The team with the most points after elimination from playoffs gets the first overall pick, which if the Hawks are in that situation, they've been racking up points. They have 6 points, and now the Ducks are just now picking up points, so they are allowed to pick up points. So it's you don't get to get points towards the draft order until you're eliminated from playoffs.
Yeah, and then you're going to get a team like Vegas, who's all right, I don't think we got it for the cup this year, but here's what we're going to do. LTIR.
Okay.
Get eliminated first. Everybody comes off of LTIR, and now we just go and smoke all these teams and get first overall.
It's a different, I know you said that, all these, I don't want the 16th team or whatever, or the 17th team or whatever, but it's those teams are not going to get eliminated until the playoffs, right, or till the end of the season.
Yeah.
So they're going to end up drafting where they're placed anyways.
And it really does kind of prevent that tanking mentality stuff, because if you put a team together that's so shit that they can't win a game and they get eliminated early, and they still can't win a game, that's on you because you built the team that way.
You built the team that way. San Jose trading fucking their entire team at all the value that they have on their team at the deadline this year. I don't know. I just think it would be interesting. I think it would be cool to have a little bit more, make the games towards the end of the season for eliminated teams have more meaning. Make it worth watching, make it worth the players' time.
What if you take all the points that the eliminated teams earned, from after they actually get eliminated. Add all the points together, divide each by each points earned, and then that's your percentage that you get for the lottery.
Something, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, there should be like whatever gives you like reward the teams, you know. Like it's to me, it's always seemed weird that this team sucks so bad that we're just gonna give them like the best possible player in the upcoming draft.
That's why I like the lottery, though, right? It's just like best possible odds.
I also think it'd be cool to do.
My idea is like a mixture of the lottery plus the way that the PWHL does it, because like, obviously, the more points you earn after being eliminated gives you the better chance at winning the lottery. Like that would be cool.
I see. Yeah, I like that too. I also like doing a round robin or like a single game elimination with the last 4 teams. End of the year. Yeah, do like 32 versus 29, then 31 versus 30.
And the Hawks would get smoked by Columbus because that's all they've done this year.
So, I don't know. I think it would be just make the shitty games mean something. Like, give the fans the reason to watch, and I think that would help with like TV viewership too.
We got Connor Bedard. There's a reason. There's a reason to watch right there.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, just would be a lot of fun, something to think about. The other thing that was kind of broke today at the GM meetings is that the NHL and Amazon agreed to do a show that's set to be released this fall. It's going to be following 10 to 12 players behind the scenes and all that good shit. So essentially like Full Swing on Netflix that followed the golfers, or I think just called quarterbacks, that just followed like 4 or 5 NFL quarterbacks on Netflix as well.
So I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the football one's called, but I know Full Swing is awesome. It is an entertaining watch, especially with the whole like live PGA golf thing going on and the drama and all, hearing all the players' perspective on that. But this is a great opportunity, I think, for the NHL to really market their players and definitely try to reach a new market and just show like how awesome not only on the ice but off ice these people are.
Absolutely. I think it'd be cool. It'd be really neat to do. And like you're not seeing the standard just, get pucks deep, like play hard for the boys kind of stuff that usually the guys all say.
So they said 10 to 12, but let's pick 5.
Yeah, okay.
What 5 do you think should be in there? I think the easy one.
Austin Matthews.
Okay, that's not what I was going to say, but yeah, Austin Matthews.
Bedard.
Bedsy.
Yeah. If not Bedard too, because like obviously he's so young and kind of already in the limelight a lot. I think following Nick Foligno would be fucking cool too.
That's what I was going to say too. Like, I think it'd be awesome to have like a player. Like, I hope they do a good mixture of superstars and role players and like young guys and older guys. Yeah, and really, because you said it earlier in an episode earlier this year that Foligno is the type of player that should be advertised to be NHL because of the type of person he is. Like, he's so good for the game.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear the story that Bedard was saying that like Foligno, the night that he broke his jaw, him, his wife, and their dog.
It's not Foligno. It's Taylor Radish. That's Taylor Radish.
No, I thought I thought that was something else.
No, Taylor Radish was the one that stayed there with his wife and dog.
Oh,
so yeah. So it was like Bedard was saying he's like an older brother to me because like even during that night, like they stayed at his place to make sure he was okay.
I saw someone say it was Foligno. Fuck. Okay, that's my bad.
Swear it's
no. You're probably right. I know you were talking about him being like a big brother, so you're probably right.
I can see how they easily gets. Yeah, because Foligno's more like a dad.
Yeah, that's father son.
What was the thing that he got caught saying on the mic? He's like, I don't have enough contract time left
Oh yeah, he
enough
goes.
time left in my contract.
I have so much to teach you, and I do not have enough contract time left. I'm gonna have to stay in Chicago for 5 years to teach you everything after I retire.
Yeah, this is too funny.
Just that, and then the one who's like, "Are you calling me slow? You're pissing me off."
Yeah, right. But I'm like 90% sure that he was talking about.
You're probably right.
Taylor Radish. I don't even know where the hell it's at anymore.
But yeah, so like a Foligno.
Yeah.
Gotta
Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes.
And then you have to have a goalie in there.
Who would be good?
Like, if you have never watched Road to the Winter Classic when it was the Flyers were in there that had Yager and Brizgalov, like, you need to go back and watch that one because Brizgalov right there is well worth it. He is so goddamn poster boy. This is a goalie.
Like, just like maybe like Swayman would be good.
Swayman, Ullmark, both of them.
Yeah. Or Fleury. Fleury would be really good.
Yeah, Fleury would be good. But he's not going to probably be around next year. Well, if it's going to be for, I wonder if it's for the fall. So going through like next season, they're going to do it, or if they've been filming already.
Yeah, I don't know. The other one I was thinking about was like Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, just because, just get his name on there as many times as possible.
I forgot what podcast I was listening to, but they were saying that his dad just loves telling people that he's his dad because he loves saying their own last name. Like,
really?
he just loves saying the name so much, so he just always will like, yeah, I can't pronounce it, but like, yeah. So he just loves saying his name.
Yeah, just look up the videos of him saying his name to like reporters and stuff. It's so funny. It's like, all right, sounds good.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up here. We have about anywhere between 13 and 17 games left in the season across the league. Playoff battles, positioning are heating up.
Teams are poised to make their playoff pushes, and other teams are falling out of the race.
So here is my question: is in the Eastern Conference, does anybody actually want that last wild card spot? Because I feel every team gets into that position and they have an opportunity to run away with it, and then they go on and they lose.
Oh, I thought you were saying in terms of like they have to play Boston or Florida or the Rangers.
No. Like, do they physically want to clinch a playoff spot?
Oh, yeah. Like they're all allergic to it.
You had Detroit was on a 6-game winning streak. Then they lost 6 in a row. Buffalo was making a push up there, and then they were poised to, have a couple good wins against Arizona and all that. And then they get their dicks kicked in. Mm-hmm. Washington gets in there, and then they get knocked out. And then, so it's like there's the Detroit right now has it with 74. Washington's there with 73. Islanders there with 73. Pittsburgh, Buffalo at 69. And technically, I mean, New Jersey's even still right there with 68. That's a long shot. That's not going to happen. They're frauds.
Are you sure? They got Jake Allen now.
That team don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what is the storyline or team or a player like? What are you looking for towards the end of the season? Last couple of weeks.
I think it's just it would be crazy if like Washington and Pittsburgh, like if one of them do not make it. But I would like to see. I want to see Detroit stay there because I want to see Kaner in the playoffs with DeBrincat. It's just I know that they've been dealing with Larkin being out, and like that's a big reason why the team's kind of been playing so lackluster.
He should be coming back this week.
Yeah, probably. It says that he's out for 2 weeks, and that was back on March 4th. He's had so many issues of being in and out of the lineup this whole season.
Tell me about it. He's on my fantasy team. Tell me about it.
54 points in 55 games. Kaner's basically a point per game too. It's like I would love to see them play spoiler to like somebody in the first round. I think that'd be really neat.
I really want Florida to win the Atlantic and set up Boston versus Toronto first round.
Yeah, it'd be great if Florida could play Tampa first round too, but Tampa's playing better than all the other teams in like that wild card area.
Yeah,
it's crazy to see Tampa so not close to this 3-team race. I mean, yeah, they're fucking what? I can't think. 7 points out right now, so it's not that bad. But
do you see their record? 15, 16-2 on the road.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
And then you got the Western Conference, the Central Division, 91 points across the board for Winnipeg, Colorado, and Dallas. I mean, Vancouver is still holding strong. I mean, they're going to probably win the Pacific. Edmonton, though, is crawling, and they have 3 games in hand on Vancouver. I mean, they're going to go from absolute embarrassment to start the season to potentially coming back all the way to win the Pacific.
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
And then LA, man, just hold strong.
Keep
holding. I want LA or Vegas to miss so bad. So bad.
Yeah. LA and Vegas being tied right now, too. Does it come down to goal differential? No, it comes down to regulation overtime wins. Well, wait, is it regulation wins or overtime in regulation? What does it say? Tie-breaking procedure. I don't care about fewer games played. Greater number of games won, excluding games won in overtime or by shootout. Okay, so regulation games is the first tiebreaker, and right now LA has them by 1. So they got to keep that. They got to keep winning in regulation. Nashville just 8-0-2 in their last 10. I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna play in the playoffs today.
And then player-wise, I think the storyline too is to watch at the end here is McDavid just catching up to Kucherov and McKinnon for point lead.
Yeah, objects in the mirror closer than they appear, but
yeah, holy shit. And doing it assist only 81 assists.
He's got 81. Oh my god. Is he just gonna like choose like which stat he wants to pump each year?
Yeah, right. And just go. Damn. So, I mean, we'll talk more before the season ends, but it's like we are primed for a good end to this year.
If St. Louis makes the playoffs over Vegas, are you happy?
Yes. Because
yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I think that they will get their dicks kicked in the first round.
Yeah. I think it would be great because, one, Vegas misses on the playoffs after loading up at the trade deadline, which is great. And then St. Louis misses out on any opportunity to jump up in the draft and get their dicks kicked in the first round. I think it's a win-win.
And we'll probably see Binnington like lose his goddamn mind, and we'll get some entertainment there too.
They can continue being like a middling, not good, pretty shitty team forever.
I mean, they're going to be sitting right there too. Like where are they at technically right now? 16. So they're right at that like that border point wise. Oh, I love it. You love to see it. St. Louis not being able to get better and still being stuck with Binnington. Perfect.
Keep it up. It's good.
Keep it up.
All right.
What's this?
What?
Dude, the Blues have a guy named Matt Kessel on their team.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I just saw Kessel signs 2-year. I'm like, what? Do not fucking tell me Phil Kessel's going to goddamn St. Louis.
No. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Whew. All right. That's all I got. You got anything?
No, not really. I was just looking at McDavid. He's at 106 points currently in 63 games. Is that how many games they've played so far? Or did
He was hurt. He missed a couple.
He missed 2. So they have 17 games left. What are the chances he hits 140 points at 2 points per game for the rest of the season?
Pretty fucking high.
Right?
I mean, he's like what, a 1.68 per game right now or something like that?
Yeah, he's not at 2, but I mean, what's he been since like they sucked at the beginning of the year, right? It's probably a lot higher.
Yeah.
I'm curious if like I think I was gonna say like what are the chances he hits 130, but that's only 24 points in 15 games, and it's kind of like or 17 games. It's probably pretty high. So
I think he can still run away with this.
Still, that'd be crazy. Yeah, like what is it? 2 years ago when he hit 123, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's insane!" And then he hits 153 the next year, and then this year he starts a little slower. But like if he can still hit over 123, that'd be.
And he's still only 20, good. And he's still only 27.
He's only 27.
Yeah,
he's getting old, man. Some say he's past his prime. No, just kidding. Yeah, he's insane.
All right, episode 267. What do you want to call it?
Oh no! God damn it!
What's still winning?
Yeah, I guess that works. Still winning.
More wins.
What's the thing that we did? Like California visits.
We talked about the California teams going to California.
That's the upcoming week. He's like, we're going to Cali.
Yeah,
going back to Cali. What else? Fucking welcome to the Bedard show. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't think. What is it? What did we even talk about this whole time? Bedard's pretty good. Let's say that.
Bedard's pretty good. Okay,
yeah.
I like that. All right, episode 267. Make sure to follow us on your favorite podcast feed, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, with the big 2. Make sure to follow us on social media at WCB Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All social media at WCB Podcast. Promo code THPN on DraftKings, and we will we'll see you on the next one.
All right, likewise. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the WCB Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast. To connect with Jarom and Tanner, check out the boys at WCB Podcast on all social media. We'll see you next time.